Wendy Rawl is here to talk about
Rescued Tales at Barkingham and California Paws Rescue.
nothing about the kitties.
Well, we have a cattery at Barkingham Pet
Yes.
Hotel, and we just had the most gorgeous, white, huge, I don't know what kind of cat she was.
Himalayan or something.
Beautiful, really beautiful cats. We've been having more and more cats coming to Barkingham lately.
What do
So
you do with them?
they hang out in our cattery.
In the
They come
cattery.
there boarding, and
You
they
can
have
call
all
it a
kinds
cat
of.
house.
Yeah, yes, we
That's
could.
what I call my bedroom.
They climb all around, and they have their, private little areas, and they play together, and they really enjoy being up high on a perch that looks out into
Yes.
the lobby. So they watch all the dogs come in.
Okay, sweetheart, what did you bring us today?
I wanted to tell you about a very special little pit bull that I've been working with. Actually, 2 pit bulls. Today can be our pit bull session.
Okay.
Maya is a 5-year-old pit bull, and she's small and thin, and she's so darn adorable.
Oh.
And before she got rescued, she had her ears clipped. So
Is
she's
that
got
bad?
that look. Well, I don't prefer that, but she just looks so darn adorable with her little chipmunk lips and her little clipped ears.
Why do people
But-
do that? Why do they-
Something with the breed. I don't,
Oh.
how they dock Weimaraner's tails and they
Oh.
clip ears. It's a show thing, I guess.
I put on
mean,
false eyelashes.
I
Same
well,
thing.
at least you're not cutting your body, But anyway, Maya last August became paralyzed, and it just seemed to appear out of nowhere. But it was right after she had just gotten vaccinated. So we don't know if it's 100% what happened, but it's the only thing that pointed to her paralyzation. So her mom took her in and tested her for IVDD, which is a common spinal condition which your dog will be paralyzed, and you can do surgery, and then they have like a 50-50 chance of walking after that. And she didn't have IVDD, and they couldn't, find anything specific in her spine. So she brought her in for hydrotherapy. So she started with me last September, and we're in May now, and this little girl is walking around and running all over the place because she came in for hydrotherapy and she got strong. And it took a while, she was very, she could stand for a couple seconds, or she could take a step, but she couldn't walk, and she couldn't just hold herself up. So she was very, very wobbly, and when she did walk, her legs would go way out to the side, it was a very wonky walk. And she came in for hydrotherapy, and she did really great in the treadmill, and just time after time after time of her coming in, and the warm water and all of that happens in there, and the massage, she just built her muscles up, and I guess things fell into place. I mean, it's just miraculous what happens in the warm water. And she's walking so good. When she came in last week, I said, I'm going to talk about you on Joey English next, because I'm so proud of her. And she's been walking for quite a while. So before it was she could take a couple steps and then she'd fall over. Or she would just stand there and then she'd fall over. So she wears her Help 'em Up harness, but so you can just grab her if she falls, and you can pick her right up. But she's coming in without her harness on right now, and she's just walking her little heart out in the water, and then she gets her massage afterwards, and her mom is so happy. She's such a happy dog, and she's young. So it's a shame for that to have happened to her at such a young age, and she's doing great. So I just really wanted to give a great report on if your dog can't walk, or they say surgery or put them down, because that's what I'm hearing. I got 3 new Frenchies in the past 2 weeks. I keep having more Frenchies coming in, and
When you
that's
say
what
Frenchie, you mean
French
French
French bulldogs, French bulldogs. And a lot of people will point to well, do we have to put her down just because she can't walk? I mean, they can regain their strength and walk by coming in through hydrotherapy, and they do have wheelchairs. You know, we
Yes.
had Christy from Tyson's Love and
She
Hope
was
on
on the
Wheels
show.
who provides wheelchairs for dogs in needs.
What
Now,
would happen if she stopped coming to therapy?
well, she could revert back.
You think so?
Yeah,
I would think
she
so.
could. You don't know, but nobody
Especially
wants
since
to
they
stop
don't know what
because they're
started
doing
it.
so great. Yeah, now she comes in less frequently. She was coming in a few times a week. Now she comes in every other week, just once.
See, okay.
So I don't even get to see her all the time anymore, but it's so wonderful. And then talking about Pitbulls,
Okay, that was Maya.
that was Maya,
Maya.
yes.
We had
And
Mara on the show when you
Right,
Now-
yes. Okay,
That
we
was
have
Maya. Now we have
Peanut.
Peanut.
Peanut is a 16-and-a-half-year-old pit bull.
Wow.
And when she comes in, she's arrived in her wagon at her last session because she has a help 'em up harness as well, which you can help support her. But it's, you know, it's hard for them to take a lot of steps and have all that effort. So her mom just got her a wagon and wheeled her into the spa. And then she got out and just takes her, she's just old, you know, so it's not like she has any condition or had an injury or anything. She's just old, and just being in the warm water, especially when I do whirlpool therapy, that really helps them. So she'll come in and she'll take a few steps in the water for maybe 40 seconds. I don't even do a full minute with her. She's 16 and a half. And then she'll walk a little bit, and then we do massage and stretching. So part of her issue with walking is that she's really stiff from arthritis. So in the warm water and with the massage and with the jets, she can loosen all up. And she's only been in for 3 sessions. She's a newer patient of mine, and she's already starting to just get out and feel a little bit spunkier, you know. So it's really wonderful. So those are my
That's
2
her-
pit bulls to report about.
Maya
And
I'm
Peanut.
M-A-Y, I'm looking
Yeah,
at. Maya and Peanut.
and Peanut.
Let me ask you a question. So Peanut's loving the warm water. Say she goes home and her mom's running a bath of water. Would Peanut want to get into that, sensing the relief from the warm water?
Well,
Have you ever
that's
had
a
that happen?
possibility. It would be very hard to get
Yes.
her into a bathtub and a little bit
Because
dangerous.
your tub is entirely different.
Right, because we walk into it. There's a door,
not
and it's
deep.
not really a tub. You know,
No.
we walk in, and then we close the door, and then the water fills up slowly. So, yeah.
Okay.
And then, you know, we're talking about bulldogs here. We have bull terriers at California Paws Rescue. We have dozens and dozens of bull terriers available for adoption at California Paws Rescue. And
Can we see
they
them
are-
online?
You sure can at californiapawsrescue.org. Yes, and there we have I think we have somewhere around 35 dogs or so available for adoption right now. And they are the clowns of the dog world. And we even have some minis. Not all bull terriers are, well, they're not large dogs to begin with. They're more of a medium side, but we have some minis too. So if you're looking for a bull terrier, come visit us.
Website.
californiapawsrescue.org, and you can find me at rescuedtails, TAILS.com, or pethotelcalifornia.com to learn more about our other services at Barkingham Pet Hotel in Palm
Gosh,
Desert.
yes. Wonderful. Those are great stories. Once upon a time.
Thank you.
We took care of the doggies today between Mara and Wendy, and I'm gonna make Valerie talk about cats. It's always
Okay.
lovely when you're here, sweetheart. Thank you. See you next month.
Thank you.
And you'll bring us an update on them.
I sure will.
Yes.
I sure will.
Thank you.
Thank you.